Hey there, how there, hello there. It's Jeff Cutter Diamond. Welcome you to another ASG Golf video. We're doing the 4060s Tour live from Glen Abbey in Oakville. It is the Canadian Open when it was usually held in September, like in the late 90s, early 2000s. So that's where we have it. Obviously, I won't have it in the same month as the U.S. Open champion because that's what's supposed to be June for the four tours. So at Glen Abbey, we have a three-way tie for the lead with Bud Holscher, aka Chucky, as I call him. Gary Player and Byron Nelson are all at 600 par. Bruce Coulthard -5. Lawson Little, Jug McSpade, and George Baird, Chrissy O'Connell, Willie Goggin, and Bob Rosberg are all at 400 par. So yeah, Gary Player and Byron Nelson, two icons. Player in the 60s and Nelson in the 40s, trying to win. And if memory serves me right, Player has won a tournament this month, a year. So he won't get the trip to Augusta if he wins the tournament. He will get a W for a win. Then whoever is behind him will be the champion of um, uh, and a trip to Augusta. You win a monthly tournament, you go to Augusta, but you can't win two because if you win two, you're out for the rest of the year because you want fairness and all that. That's what happens. If you take second place, you get into a backup tournament, the what they call the backdoor tournament for 6 wild cards per tour. That's cats meow in the background. So the rules are for a major, and I'm making this a major because I'm Canadian. I got you. And the U.S. Open Championship, the PGA, and the British Open also are what we call majors. So with that in mind, it's the top 40 and ties that will move on to the weekends. You got people like Jay Haber, Billy Casper, Dr. Kerry Middlecoff, Canadian George Nunson, and Ed Fergal at 100 par, whereas people like Julius Boyles, Tommy Bolt, Vic Gadsby, Brian Huggett, and Herman Kaiser are right there, one stroke back. Now, the rules are for Friday action, we carry the first 9 holes of the runner up for the last tournament, and that's the Argentine Roberto Di Vincenzo. So we got things going for you. Of course, we will have to have a draw at the end of the week to find out where the 4060s tour will land in October. Like, I don't know where we're going to have it and all that. So, yeah. Got all that going for us. Baseball's in its pennant drive. The Blue Jays are hoping to take a win in Kansas City and clinch maybe a playoff berth. There are some things going on. Jaden Daniels is out for Washington in football, so Marcus Mariota will now have to be the guy for can't say that name, for the Washington Commanders against Oakland. I can't say Oakland, it's the Las Vegas Raiders. I still call them Oakland. So I still don't know who to pick for Pick'em and all that stuff. So yeah, -1 right now is the cut line for getting into the tournament of champions. Or to get into the final weekend. It would be nice to see a Canadian, at least one Canadian. No major highlights. That's actually weird. It's like nobody wants to do it. Al Balding is trying to get to that cut line, where George Knudsen is. Mo Norman is nowhere near it. He had a 6 over par. Making me pissed off because Mo Norman's from Kitchener. Well, it might have been if Mo Norman was actually a PGA guy, but his quirks, I think, kind of ruined him. Well, there are some things. Coulthard. I don't know why they say 4 straight hole when it's the first 2 holes. Like, frig. From an other round, I don't think that's the right idea. I mean, I'm all for things, but like still. So yeah, Al Balding is trying to get to the cut line, which is at -1. There would be 44 golfers. Well, some of them haven't started yet, so that could help Balding in a sense. Or green birdies to go to Point and get into the cut line. I know the cut line. Yeah, so right now the Blue Jays are the best team in the American League. The wind's going northeast. I've never seen it northeast. I've seen it north and northwest, but northeast? Yeah, everything is so random. Here we go. We got Defensenso's group with Guy Reeves and Johnny Palmer. Defensenso. They're up to Arnold Palmer last one. That's center. that one. Diary from Wales. We have a truly international group. We have Argentina, Wales, and America. Johnny Palmer with the yellow beret. It looks like a Patriots cap. Die. Second shot over everything. And the ref. Palmer. Not so bad. Roberto. Up there. Guy's going to pitch it and try to get it in the three, but it's not. Palmer for birdie. Off by foot. He'll tap. Mitchell. Yes, sir. This one. Really went tap. Contend. DiVincenzo in real life in 1968 could have won the Masters or at least gone to the playoff with Bob Goldby, but he took second because of an incorrect scorecard. Now, of course, a lot of people say incorrect scorecard is that he gave himself a lower score than he was entitled to. But actually, no, it was the reverse. His score was higher than it was supposed to. He allegedly birdied on 17, where his playing partner Tommy Aaron put him down for 4 for par, and that was the score they had to hurt. And so that ruined DiVincenzo's chances at a playoff with Bob Goldby. Goldby got massively booed afterwards, but it actually helped DiVincenzo because he got $500,000 in endorsements. And in 1968 money, that's pretty good. Roberto, second shot.
All right.
Second hole. Whoa, that's great. The wind's pushing to the left. That was a terrible shot. Johnny Palmer went wide left. So one went left, right, and center. So Palmer is trying hard. This is a par 5. In essence, he doesn't have to go in the green in 2, unless he can't. Roberto's in trouble. He's going to have to hit the shrubs. There's no other way he can get out of this mess. Johnny Palmer. That's not bad. That's going to be a birdie opportunity. Tyrese. Oh my God! How did you do that? Wow! Shot! What a roll! And Roberto ends up in a terrible rough position. Tyrese, nice eagle. He goes to Moyne. Palmer for birdie. Yes, sir. He's up to -3. It's no big deal. -1 for Cutler right now. Dwayne Martz, Eagles. He's at -7. I forgot about him. Dwayne Martz from the Red Sox fan group. He's at -7. He might win. Well, we saw a potential chance with John Wise. He was on the final group. Dwayne Martz now is in the lead. But anything can happen. Reed Smith made on the fairway. Palmer wide left. DiVincenzo left, but he's not that far off. Palmer, nice shot. He's within 10 feet. Roberto DiVincenzo. Tyrese. Into the claw. Nicely done. So Roberto will pitch and try to get a par out of this. Reese for birdie. No. A par. Palmer for birdie. Misses his par. Oh, he's going to put almost coming numbers here. Yeah, Dwayne Martz. Well, yeah. Anyway, over the water on 4. Okay. Guy. To the right. That's going to be a long putt. Roberto. Yeah, well, at least he didn't hit the water. Palmer's going to pitch and come close for par, hopefully. About 10 feet. Roberto, he'll pitch. That's a terrible pitch. I finally got away from him. 55 feet for birdie. Now, he's at -1. He'll lag. Smart move to lag. If any putts moving 40 feet in regulation, you can lag. Roberto? Does it again. Oh, he's good. Nice job. He stays at -5. DiVincenzo may have kicked himself off the top 40. Palmer? Whoa, that was a terrible shot. That wind really took away. Reed stays on the fairway. He's at 276. I think that's 3 straight bogeys. He's making me more like... he's in trouble. Johnny, remember me. I think I made bogey at that. Roberto? Boy, oh boy. I think that 4 straight bogeys from Roberto to Fernando. I might get so pissed off on this. 10 minutes. Taping. For par. Now that's a par. Homer for bogey. On to 6. You got the water hole on the second DiVincenzo. Terry Palmer. Alright, your second shots. You're not allowed to change clubs. Palmer. Oh, he made it. Roberto. He made it too. Yes, he hit the bunker, but he hit it over the water. Reese. Same thing. Yeah, you're not. I didn't see that. For par. Well, he's back to my. All
right.
Over the water. He did not. That's a Palmer. I don't know why he's doing a stuff that could be like Johnny's. Die or even die. So Roberto's going to lose a stroke here. Close, but Kyrie's in the hunt with that chipping eagle. I thought it was actually a 2 for birdie. 40 feet. He's on the precipice. He might as well play. Roberto is the cut. He's 3 under par to 1 over par. So he's lost 4 strokes in, well, yeah, 4 over par. 4 strokes in 6 holes. Yeah, I think I'm going to just cut out of this group. Get out of here, man. A little left, a little left. Roberto, a little left. Two yards away. Roberto DiVincenzo. Tyrese. Roberto. Apart. Yeah, Bogue. Roberto. Roberto, not so much. On and on. Roberto. To the right hand side and outside. Roberto. Put over. Okay, that's not bad. Johnny. Die. Up and over. Apart. Now you both. Okay. Alright, so -1 is the cut line right now with 49 golfers. Oh, what am I doing? I almost pushed the wrong button. Well, Balding will need a lot of choke jobs, but I doubt that highly. so that you can make it. And not many people having like superstar scores and all that. Although a couple players are out of the cut line. Oh, there we go. There's someone with a pretty good score that could be shat on. Yeah, like Harvard and Porky. Oh man, Roberto's come back. I just saw Roberto's name flash up. He got back to -1. Judvik Spaden now is in the lead. Four straight birdie. So Judvik Spaden could be making a thing. Yeah, Roberto's at -1. He has to hope that there's no choke, that people are faltering. Roberto was near the end of his line. -1. Lots of -1s. We have -1 is 35th. So there's 52 golfers. 35th place was -1. So Lou Worsham. So let's take a look at the guys, legends who just made the cut by stroke. Jim Ferry, Charlie Ward. Well, Lou Worsham -3 to make the cut. Charlie Ward 4 under par, not the Heisman Trophy winning New York Nick point guard. Peter Alice making the cut. Billy Casper making the cut. By a stroke, Doug Sanders, R.H. Sykes, the guy that looked like Chuck Plum in the 80s. Ben Hogan, he survives by stroke. Roberto DiVincenzo survives at -1. Harold Henning, a 4 under 68. He snakes in. Tommy Aaron, Tommy Bolt, and Julius Boros are all making the cut. Lots of people at even par, actually. Yeah, a lot of people. Pete Cooper, Al Beslick, Lloyd Mangrum, Sam Snead, Porky Oliver, and Jack Burke, all with plus, multiple pluses, meaning that they would have made the cut if they stayed even. Don January playing in September, -3. He missed the cut by stroke, and also commiserations to Bob Hamilton, the first ever ASG tournament winner. Al Balding, not the end of year, but in January 2022. Orville Moody, Lloyd Mangum, as I said, Bo Winninger. Vic Gezzi missed the cut. Sam Snead missed the cut, and Jackie Cuppett and Jackie Burke on the bottom half. Mo Norman ended up being tied for last with Len Dotson, whereas Wes Ellis, Paul Harney, Chandler Harper, Dan Sykes, Bernard Hunt, Phil Rogers, Billy Joe Patton all sucked. So Norman's out. Knudsen with a nasty 78. He was doing well. He was doing okay, but he kept bogeying. If he had played even, he would have made it. So Knudsen falls, and so too did Baldwin. So Canada went over 3. Fuck. Judd McSpaden is your new leader with a 66 on Route 66. Great job by him. Lord Byron Nelson -9. Dwayne Martz is third, a 567. He's in contention. This could be huge for the LA Red Sox fan universe. Dal Finsterwald and Dutch Harrison tie for fourth. Ed Virgil, Lawson Little tie for sixth. And finishing out the top 10, Bob Rosberg, Dr. Kerry Middlecoff, Christy O'Connor, Jim Ferrier, and Johnny Palmer, who we saw in the group. So yeah, like Rosberg and Middlecoff are still in the race. So yeah, so we got a lot of people. Gary Player dropped a few strokes. So I think McSpaden's won a tournament or two, hasn't he? They're trying to say, well, McSpaden has he ever won? Well, I know it's premature because we're on round 3. McSpaden. I've been told that McSpaden has not won a tournament. Lloyd Byron has. He's won one. Is that a 1 or a 2? No, that's a 1. Martz has never won. Dal Finsterwald has never won. Dutch Harrison's won 4 titles. He's trying to win his fifth, and I believe he would be the first to 5, right? Oh no, there's someone else at 5, isn't there? Yeah, David Duvall has 5 tournament wins. Dutch Harrison's trying to tie that mark, that Fable 5 mark, 5 tournament wins in his history. But we'll see what happens on the 18th hole, the signature hole on Saturday. Anyway, I'm Jeff Diamond. Odu.